Welcome to first impressions of the iPhone 17 Pro, an aluminum body, A19 Pro chip, triple 48 megapixel cameras, and the brand new center stage feature that straight up didn't work for me on day one. This is the iPhone season. Enjoy the episode. I did pre-order the device on the announcement day and I was able to schedule for pickup on the release date. My pickup time was 8:30 in the morning. I'm lucky that I live close to an Apple store. I am pretty excited to get my hands on the device and film my first impressions of the device on day one. I did look into other colors in person. I do have some opinions on that, which we'll chat about while unboxing my device. Okay, so pickup complete. First impressions with the 17 Pro. Orange looks amazing, but it's just not for me because I do want a device that's more of a chill everyday look, but it definitely is an eye catcher. It definitely looks really nice and it's a really nice tone of orange. And aluminum versus titanium, so far when you feel the devices, I don't know if it's good or bad, but you can feel that difference. Honestly, with this device, I do want to say welcome back, Apple. I'm really hoping for that. So yeah, I have hopes. Let's go home and unbox this thing. After setting up the device, I will charge up and reveal the battery performance at the end. I'll just charge up the device to see how it will do until the end of the day. Today's also a great day to step outside and test out the camera, so we'll also be doing that. And now it's time to unbox the iPhone 17 Pro. As we already know, there's not much happening with the unboxing experience. Again, as soon as we get in the box, we see this beautiful 17 Pro, followed with a charging cable, and while unboxing the device, this happened.
So, I was looking for the SIM card pin.
Yep, that might happen to you. We are so used to physical SIMs that it might take a moment to adapt. Now, obviously, I picked up the silver finish here. The cosmic orange looks great in person, but I do like products that look more neutral. That being said, the silver looks a little too plain. The cosmic orange or the deep blue sort of looks more intentional. Here's my take on the silver. There are no tone difference on the camera bar, and the white back kind of looks a little too plain. Because of this, the way I can refer to the silver is that I think it looks a little too much of a prototype. At the end of the day, I still think it's the right choice for me. It's going to be a lot more versatile compared to the cosmic orange or the deep blue. I think we all wish that there was a black version. So I'm doing the initial setup. The data transfer said it would take about a couple hours, so I backed out of the process since I do need to use the phone to film. If you are transferring data from an older device, be prepared for that. Now, I did complain quite a bit about my 16 Pro Max within the past year, and there are minor changes with the design, and the camera bar design on the 17 series kind of excited me for this reason only. Finally. Something else that I've complained about on the 16 Pro Max was the comfort, but this is very personal. I do like the Pro size a lot better personally. Now, like I said, not a lot of design change other than the camera bar, but the camera bar can also be a resting point for your finger when you're holding the device, so that feels a bit more secure. Now, let's chat aluminum. Corners of the device feel a lot smoother compared to titanium, and I'm happy to say that this device is a lot more grippier, which makes it really easy to hold. But aluminum is also a lot more prone to scratching and denting, as we've seen a lot of that going around social media. So protect your device. This portion of the video is brought to you by Taurus. We're taking 2 steps to protect the 17 Pro today. First step is to protect the screen. I'm gonna be installing the Oreg Armor screen protector. Literally within a few seconds, you can install this and it looks pristine. It's also world's first with anti-reflection tech and a 3D curved edge. It's crystal clear even under harsh light, buttery smooth to touch, and it feels like you're swiping on a naked display. No sharp corners, it cuts the glare without ruining your visual experience. It's just pure iPhone visuals. And now step 2. The O-Stand Q3 silicone case. You get this silky soft grip that is surprisingly slim yet incredibly protective. The liquid silicone finish stays clean, resists fingerprints, and the built-in 360 degrees magnetic stand makes it practical for anything. Scrolling in portrait, watching a video in landscape, or snapping a selfie. Personally, I don't like bulky cases, but the O-Stand Q3 is a very good size that doesn't add a bunch of bulk onto your device, while offering perfect control of your buttons. Also, the back of your phone will thank you with this velvet finish on the inside. I mean, straight up, the aluminum build on the new iPhones can be very easy to scratch, so you really want to take good care of your investment. Check out the entire Taurus lineup from the link in the description. Display-wise, I think we are beyond the point of being proud of 120Hz on our devices. It's really the new standard, but we do have a peak brightness of 3000 nits, 460 ppi, just a beautiful looking display here. But how good is the improved ceramic shield too? Apple did do something for the display glare that previous series was known for. This is good. But this is nowhere close to Samsung's flagship displays. And I kind of guessed that it wouldn't be a life-changing improvement after watching the Apple event. There just wasn't a lot of real-life examples of the display cutting reflections. But I do really appreciate that there's some improvement, and aside of that, if any of you recall from my 16 Pro Max episodes, I was really going about the touch response of the 16 Pro Max display. 17 Pro feels a lot more responsive on the corners of the display, so I'll give it that. But let's wait and revisit this. The 16 Pro Max was also pretty responsive at launch, so this is something we do have to follow up afterwards. Although right now I'm seeing some lagging on the keyboard at times when typing. It doesn't happen often, it could just be happening to me. Hopefully we'll see less of that. Most of us buy the iPhone 17 Pro series to get creative with the best possible quality on an iPhone. So far, sensor quality wise, the iPhone 17 Pro is kind of insane. We've got an improved sensor that gives us more freedom when editing, more details which makes for crispy zoom shots, and all cameras on the back of the phone are all 48 megapixels, and that includes the telephoto lens. The main camera is at 1.7 aperture, wide angle at 2.2, telephoto at 2.8. Optical zoom is 4x, which equals to 100mm focal length, and the sensor on the 17 Pro telephoto is 56% larger, which makes 8x digital zoom a lot crispier, and the 8x equals to 200mm focal length. On the photography side, I usually always use ProRAW, so much that it stays on most of the time. When I'm taking photos of receipts and stuff, they are in RAW format. Anyways, I like editing my photos with my presets, so here are some of my edits along with the original images for you to see. Just so much detail, so data rich, and if you want to get the same look on your edited photos, you can check out my preset pack in the shop below.
So, at this point in the video, I did really want to dive into the center state stuff. I was really planning to talk about and take selfies and tell you everything that this feature has to offer. Right now, it's just offering a lot of bugs in my side. Not everyone is having this issue. Certain devices are facing this problem. Hopefully, obviously, there will be an update for it soon. But when it works, it's really cool. So right now, okay, it's also super sunny, so my dynamic range is gonna be all weird, but there it is. There it is. I'm in like a weird position here, but it works. I'm taking a selfie here, like cool. And let's switch to video. And yeah, it happened again. And basically at this point, you can't really rescue the device. I'm sorry, Apple, I've really tried.
And now let's get to the best part of this phone when it comes to video. As for the video formats, we now have Apple Log 2 and ProRes RAW formats. All I have to say is, what a time to be alive. Video-wise, Apple revolutionized the game again with video. To be able to film in ProRes RAW, you will need lots of space and an SSD to be able to film. But the quality and the freedom to edit your clips to this extent on a smartphone is just unheard of. And something that is more consumer feature here is the dual capture for video. This is really cool for everyone who's doing a lot of reaction videos or just people that want to create memories while being able to capture themselves while just life happens in front of them. Again, I think Apple did really well with the cameras, especially the improved sensor on the telephoto camera. I'm really excited to capture some good content throughout the year. I want to briefly tell you about the vapor chamber performance. I do think we need to do deeper tests to analyze the vapor chamber performance, performance, but I'll tell you what it was like on day one. I didn't see any performance differences as it's already been a day of bugs. iOS 26 and app optimization still needs time. For example, the camera button here, instead of turning on the camera, it's just turning on visual intelligence, even though I just pressed the button rather than holding it. In terms of cooling, the device actually never felt hot today, and it was kind of a warm day outside too. This is a very positive note because we're not running the best version of this phone so far, and even with that, the device is not heating up, battling up with software issues. So some positive things here. Okay, so this wraps up our first day with the 17 Pro. Today's been a good day. Listen, I am beyond happy about going back to Pro size compared to Pro Max. Pro Max was not good for me, but there are things that we need to improve with this phone. Battery life, I think, did perform okay for today because today's the first day with the phone. It's a lot of setting up. It's a lot of using of all of the features. Not like there is millions of new stuff, but there are things that I'd like to test out when I look into a new device. So in terms of battery life, at about 12:30, I was at 83%, and now at 7 p.m., I'm at 25%. Again, today was full of setting up, really looking into everything, so I don't think it did horrible, but we still need to give it time for it to be optimized for everything. There must be bugs and there must be need for improvements for battery life as well, because there are bugs that we see on the surface, like the center stage has a bug that I mentioned. Imagine the scenes that is happening behind the scenes that we are not seeing, that is affecting battery life. But let's just wait for things to get improved. That being said, I'm happy with the battery life. Now, in terms of having an aluminum body compared to the titanium, I don't mind it. I know we just generally think that aluminum, well, we don't think that, it's a fact that aluminum is cheaper. For a better cooling system, I don't mind it. And I don't really think it feels very cheap, to be honest with you. I kind of like that it's a little grippier. I don't know, titanium it used to slide all over the place. So this is a lot better, but along with the aluminum, there's also a couple new camera features. The sensor is really good. Love the quality of the video clips and the photos that is coming out of this device. Now, one bug that we're facing is the center stage. You know, I think it's the biggest feature of the 17 series, and it came out buggy on the launch day. That is so disappointing. Like, I was looking forward to testing that feature and just moving back and forth with it, but I simply couldn't, as you saw in the footage. I don't get it. Like, these things need to be ironed out before releasing the device. That is the biggest feature of this device. But I know it's gonna get fixed. It has to get fixed. Assuming that it's gonna get fixed really shortly, I think it's a really good feature when it works. And once it actually starts running smoother, I think people are really gonna use that feature. And I think it's gonna set a new standard when it comes to front-facing cameras, which is a great thing. So overall, happy with the device, happy with the size. And in terms of the color, I like the silver, but this silver with this design, like I said, sort of looks like a prototype. I don't know why, but it looks like a product that's not complete. Although it does look slick and minimal, I do like that. I think orange and the blue looked a lot richer, and it looked a lot like, you know, those two looked more complete. So I don't know, but I mean, I do like to dress my phones with a case all the time, so it's not a problem. The silver camera bump, I think, will look more versatile rather than having orange or blue with the cases that I like to rock on this device. Now, that is it for this episode. If you have any questions about the iPhone 17 Pro, do let me know. We're going to be doing lots of content about this phone. So yeah, super excited for everything that will be coming. Thank you so much for watching. As always, it has been a pleasure. I'll see you in the next one.